Hello, How I Met My Brother fans. It's me, Jacob Cody again. Just coming on here to, let you know Happy Thanksgiving. Be thankful for your family, all right? Be thankful for your friends. Be thankful for this podcast because we did it for you and no one else. Not talking to any other listener, just you. All right? All right, have a good episode. This is How I Met My Brother.
Hello, How I Met My Brother fam. This is Jeff Warchalik, your co-host, and my co-host, my sweet, sweet, innocent little man boy, Jacob Michael Cody. How you doing today, beautiful?
Yeah. It's me, Jacob Cody.
Yeah.
Sweet and innocent, beautiful as always, and just chilling on the good old Warch couch.
Yes, sir. Well,
some may call it the Warch.
Bruh.
Anyways,
well, happy Thanksgiving, pal.
I know.
As this is airing, it is
Thanksgiving.
I want you to give me one thing you're thankful for.
All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Oh my, I'm such an idiot. I'm thankful for this podcast.
That's nice.
Thankful for my co-host and junior producer, Jeff. And his wife, our new senior producer of audio.
It's the most disrespectful thing you've ever said to me.
What are you thankful for, pal?
Money, my cats. That's it. My wife.
Money, my cats, and that's it, my wife.
And my best pal, Jacob Michael.
Thanks, man. Yeah, no, I'm thankful for a lot of things. But I'd say one of the things, I'm thankful for is this podcast, where we get to shoot the breeze, talk about dumb things, and at least make each other laugh and ourselves. Not sure how many of you out there are laughing too hard, but...
This is really more for you and I than it is anyone else.
Yeah, and I'd like to think a lot of people are laughing, but that doesn't mean they are.
Alex and I were talking on the phone today, and he said he died laughing at the last episode, so...
Good. I thought the last episode was pretty funny.
It was. It was funny.
I thought it was.
Yeah. I'm very
I think most of the episodes... And people joke, because whenever I tell them to listen to it, I'm like, oh, like, this is the best one yet. And they're always like, you say this every time. And I'm like, well, I actually think that we get better every episode.
I would agree with that. Last one was a banger. Go back and listen if you haven't.
Yeah.
I think it's really funny.
It was called...
Skincare Terry Crews.
Yes, Skincare Terry Crews. And if you don't understand why it's called that, then listen to it. And you will.
Yep. I'm still waiting for Jess to go back and listen to the reel on Instagram about it. And I have a feeling she's going to say that it didn't go exactly how I said. But in my eyes, that's how it went.
Yeah, she needs to listen to you more.
She does.
That's what I have to say.
I don't really feel heard most of the time, but it's fine. Totally kidding. We're amazing. Married life is great.
Yeah.
And like Jacob said, super thankful for the pod. And we're getting a lot more listeners than I even thought we would. So
I know. It actually is. I am thankful for the people who do listen on a weekly basis. You're the only reason that we have listeners on here. And so... thank you.
And thanks to you, after 22 episodes, we now have $4.19 in ad credits.
Yeah, let's go. Personally, that is 4 Cumbies coffees, because the 19 cents will cover the tax.
It won't, though. No, you're
it
short.
will.
For 4 Cumbies coffees?
Yeah, because I buy a Cumbies coffee and it's like $1.02.
Well...
And 2 times 4 is 8.
Sales tax is 6.35%.
No.
So really, you'd
wrong.
be multiplying that by 4.
No, because it's point... No.
Bro, you don't know.
No. That's... No.
Okay, maybe they do something different in Massachusetts. I don't know. Is that where you get your coffee?
Don't listen to Jeff. I do. Every day.
Okay, well, whatever. I have something for you. Okay, continue.
No, I just want to say...
Yes?
Sometimes they give it to me for free, too, so go ahead.
We heard last episode. Okay, I have a question for you.
What's that?
If you're not invited to someone's wedding, should you go to their funeral? Because there are tons of people I didn't invite to
Dang.
the wedding, but if they didn't come to my funeral, I would be offended beyond belief. So I'd like to get your thoughts on that.
I'm gonna be honest and first start with the fact that if I'm not invited to someone's wedding,
Mm-hmm.
and it's someone who's like kind of close but not really,
Mm-hmm.
a little part of me is relieved because then I have the green light to not invite them to my wedding.
Good for you.
And like, if I really want them there, I will. But like, if I was on the fence about it and they didn't invite me, then I'm like, oh, man, I don't have to spend the money for them to come. You know what I mean? Which sounds kind of sad, but like, obviously the people that you want at your wedding for sure, most likely you're going to be at their wedding. So if you're on the fence and they don't invite you, then you kind of have, you know, the green light so that they can't be mad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that, but I disagree. I'm just too hurt. I'm too hurt if I'm not invited to a wedding. Even if it's to an acquaintance, I'm like, wow, they don't care about me enough. That guy that I talked to in college, junior year, didn't invite me to his wedding. Haven't spoke to him in 4 years.
I know. I'll tell you,
Rude
I feel
him.
like that, but I also feel like whenever I get invited to a wedding that I didn't think I was, it does make me feel good. So you'd think that it would be the opposite, like I'd feel bad.
Mm.
But no. But to answer your question,
Yes.
can you word it one more time?
If you're not invited to someone's wedding, should you go to their funeral? And I'm saying that you felt like you would have been invited to their wedding, or you know them well enough to, one, know they had a wedding, two, know they died, but you weren't invited to the wedding. Should you go?
But okay, so does anything change within the friendship over those years between the wedding and the death?
No, because it's almost immediate.
Oh. Man.
For the sake of this argument,
I think
it's almost immediate.
I think if you were expecting to go to their wedding and they didn't invite you, I think you go to their funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think so. And then people will think of you as a hero. That's not why you should do it. But you go to their, especially if it's immediate, they're like, who's this guy? He wasn't at the wedding. And then they walk in and like, someone's like, oh, that's Jeff. Like, he was a good friend, but I guess he didn't make the cut for the wedding. And then they're like, wow, what a noble guy. Came to the funeral anyways. So it's a win-win for you.
It's not really, because I didn't get to go to the wedding.
Okay, but it's
not really a win-win.
No,
and they
the
died.
funeral
Really,
part.
it's a lose-lose-lose.
I disagree. I think you walk in there and everybody thinks, oh man, I want to be. And then not only were you the hero, but now everybody there is like, I'm inviting him to my wedding.
You think so?
Yeah, because if he shows up to the funeral after not being invited, he's someone that I should think of as a friend now. That's what I say.
Okay. Well, that's
now,
fair.
and then because of that, now you have 6 more weddings to go to.
True. Which would be a blessing, really.
Yeah, I'm all about weddings. Like, I love going to weddings.
I'll ask you another question. Do you have, and this is a little bit out of nowhere, but it's okay. I've thought about this before a little bit. Do you have not really a dying wish, but a wish for something to be at your funeral, or for something to happen at your funeral?
I want 2 men in all black suits with earpieces to come up to my casket and say, "The job is done, boss," and then walk away. And make sure it's in front of my family, so that they question, "Wait, what was Jacob involved in? Who are these people?" And then for them just to get in like a big black Escalade and drive away, not talk to anybody. People could talk to them, be like, "How'd you know them?" And they would just stand there, blank face, and then walk away.
Have we talked about this before? Because our funeral fantasies are oddly similar. Except mine are based around Italians.
See, that's like
and mobsters.
Yeah, see, that would be... But I feel like some people would, like, expect that.
Out of me or out of you?
Out of me.
I don't think so. I think you're much more...
Well.
You're much more innocent than you.
But people know about
all your shenanigans.
So, yeah, in the past, so they wouldn't be. They'd be like, "Oh, he got involved with the mob. Like he did love gambling, and you know what I mean." Like people would, but if some guy in a black suit, like they're not like it could be like government. Like no one's gonna see that coming.
That's true. I mean? That's true. That's true. Knowing you, I would not expect you to be mixed up in anything the government is doing, especially taxes.
Yeah.
Well, I've always told Alex, because Alex has asked me this question. So I've told him for the last like 4 years, I want you to hire 4 or 5 Italian mob-looking guys, and I want you to have them come to the funeral, all blacked out, black tuxes, not talk to anybody, and then go up to my casket and say something similar to what you said. It's gonna be okay, boss. Yeah. We got it from here.
The product will still move. Oh man, yeah. Or like if 2 guys dressed up like the cousins in Breaking Bad with like with like the skulls on the end of their boots, didn't say a word, just came up.
What are their names?
Just place like a fake prop gun on my chest.
Is it? Yes, that would be
That's
perfect.
like scratched like into it, like the serial number scratched out and just scratched in Cody on the side.
Cody.
So they're like Jacob had a gun. Like... I don't even know their names.
It's like
they were just the cousins.
I feel like it's Victor and something else. I keep thinking of Nacho, but that's obviously it's not the same guy. Keeping on the subject of death on this Thanksgiving Eve.
So thankful.
Do you gauge how much you like people based on if you would be sad if they die? Because you know very well that this is what I do. This is my way of gauging if I like someone. Okay, would I cry if they died? Would I be sad if they were to suddenly pass away?
No, I think sometimes I look at it and I don't really think about it that way.
Okay.
But sometimes I'll be like, man, if I died, would like this person be sad? Mm-hmm. Like, would this person be crying at my funeral, or would they just be the person that goes out of like respect, or would they come at all? That's what I think about. I don't really think about like, oh, if this person. I mean, yeah, no, because like I'll think of like close people dying, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'd be super sad. But I never think like, oh, if this guy died, would I be sad? You know what I mean?
So you're thinking about, would this guy that I know grudgingly put on his suit jacket to get in the car and go to your funeral, and his wife would be nagging him to keep getting ready, and he'd be like, oh, I don't even want to go to this stupid funeral anyway. I didn't even know him. So that's what you think about.
I know. I think of some friends. I'm like, man, if I died, would they like be at my funeral and just like be crying and like going up to my other friends and being like, oh man, remember when Jacob like did this and it was hilarious? Like, I wonder what people would say at my funeral. You know what I mean? Like, I want to. Have you ever seen? You've watched Friends before, right?
I've seen it here and there. Yes.
So there's an episode where Ross.
I know Ross. Yes.
Him and Chandler are playing pranks on each other with their like graduating class, like a reunion, and Chandler like goes too far and posts on like the reunion page that Ross had died, and Ross like was mad at first, but then someone came by to like this like his old crush like came by and was like, oh man, like was sad, and Ross had hid in his room, and she was all sad, and she was like, oh man, like wish I could have told him that I like used to had a thing for him, and like I wish I could just hug him right now. And then Ross comes out and he's like, you can, I'm here. And I wish sometimes I think like, man, what if I just faked my death just to see what people would say, but then I'd be deemed a psycho.
You know, that would be incredibly interesting. Maybe we could make that happen in your next Facebook pranks. You could post on my wall. Man, so sorry to hear about the accident. I
don't think our families would be too kind to that.
Heard you went down in that airplane and caught on fire. Really sad about it. Maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe we'll do that at the reunion. I'll tell everybody that you died.
You could do that because I'm not going to our high school reunion.
You should, though.
I refuse. I will not go. You can take Jess. And
we're gonna go, but you're gonna come. You're gonna come.
No. Alyssa and I will hang out that night, and you guys can go do your thing at the class reunion.
I'll tell everybody that I'm married to Jess then.
That's fine. We could pull that prank. I would be fine with that. You could
be like, I'll take your whole thing. I'll be like, yeah, actually, Jess and Jeff got married and they had a kid, but then Jeff tragically died. And I had to step in as the one of the best men, and take over for the marriage and
be the man.
take
of the
care of our
household.
little son, Jacob Jr. And
Yep.
he was named that before his father had passed.
What a strange coincidence. Has to be something good though. It has to be good. Like I have to. Here's what has to happen. I'm at the Roger Williams Zoo. A child gets suddenly thrown into the tiger pit.
Oh, a tiger.
Yes, a tiger pit. I dive headfirst into the tiger
And you hit
pit.
your head and die.
Yes, that's probably how it would go.
And then the tiger just eats your body.
No. I'm very limber, very spry. I dive into the tiger pit. I go full force at the first king. I destroy him. I crack his neck,
king?
kill him. the king.
Who's
the king tiger.
What is this, like Robin Hood when King Louis is like a tiger? You ever seen that movie?
No. But there's always a leader of the pack, the king. The tiger
king.
king
Is a lion. The Tiger King is like a guy in Texas that is dead.
I know the Tiger King. He died?
Isn't he dead?
I thought he went to jail.
No, I thought... I don't know.
Regardless, I go after the meanest, biggest tiger. I kill him by snapping his neck. But unfortunately, his son comes and takes care of me. The child dies,
Does the
I
kid
die,
live?
everyone dies. No, the child dies. It's not... My life isn't even worth it. Because now
Wow.
2 people die. But I tried.
And one tiger.
Mm-hmm.
That was just...
In one tiger. From my hands. Really. Then the ASPCA comes after me.
Yeah, it comes after your family, takes all your money.
Have a protest
So-
at my funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, this kind of sounds like the Harambe incident.
What happened? Yeah,
But instead,
okay.
just Harambe died.
So, can you refresh what happened with Harambe? I know he was a big ape that died. He was euthanized, correct?
He was a gorilla.
He was just this dirty ape.
He was a gorilla, and he was my hero, and he was wrongfully shot. What happened was this little twerp was like, I forget exactly what happened, but he got same kind of thing. He fell into the gorilla enclosure, and Harambe was trying to see if he was okay. So he went and grabbed his ankle and started dragging him, because that's what gorillas do to their youngs.
They're youngs.
They're younglings.
They're youngins.
And he dragged him,
Yep.
and everybody thought that he was going to kill this young boy, but really he was just trying to nurture him. And so they had to shoot him.
Did the child live?
Yeah.
That's too bad.
And he died wrongfully.
Just kidding.
And I'll never forget
I'm
him.
happy the child is alive,
Yeah,
obviously.
that's good.
Yeah, I don't know. I always thought you just liked Harambe because of that one rap song.
That shall remain nameless.
Yeah, you can YouTube it if you really want to know. Unless you're
No,
young.
I do. I just liked all the memes about Harambe. Like, it was just one little story about a gorilla dying, and like everybody, like the whole nation was like, "Rest in peace, Harambe."
Where did it happen?
If I'm not mistaken, I think the Cincinnati Zoo. But that could be far off.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't sound right.
I'm going to look it up.
For
But
all I know, it could be.
while I'm looking this up, I want to ask you a question that's related to this. And that
Okay,
is,
perfect.
if you could domesticate one animal to be your like pet / sidekick, what would it be?
That's a monkey. It's a spider monkey.
Spider
It's
monkey?
a spider monkey. All day, every day. They're cute.
Why?
They can move around. They're smart. They have opposable thumbs. What really could you ask for other than that?
So, first of all, Harambe was a western lowland gorilla who lived at the Cincinnati Zoo.
Nice
So,
job. That was good.
Thank you.
I'm impressed that you knew the zoo.
A 3-year-old boy climbed into a gorilla enclosure where he was grabbed and dragged by Harambe, and then Harambe was shot. And there he is right there dragging the little boy.
He doesn't look like he's doing
And this
anything
kid's alive. Imagine you're you make yourself a Tinder profile. And on your bio
Where's
it's
this
just
going?
like I'm just like dragged by gorilla at age 3. Reason why Harambe's dead.
Why would that be a Tinder profile?
Just feel like that's your bio
because
he's
the
not
kid
getting
is
any
alive.
dates.
I am the yeah.
I am the reason Harambe's dead.
That kid is... Never mind. I don't think that kid is going to have a good life, though.
No. I'm sure, like we just talked about, his family just got wrecked by, like... because your son was...
irresponsible.
Yeah, or like, because you didn't watch your son.
Yeah, that's more
a
like
gorilla
it.
had to die.
Where were the parents in that situation?
Yeah. To answer my own question, I would pick a silverback gorilla. Because who could stop me?
This is not surprising.
Who could stop me?
But here's the problem.
Nothing could kill a silverback gorilla.
There are holes in this theory.
Yeah, give me him.
Well, not the theory about nothing can kill it.
No.
Nothing could kill a silverback.
Yeah, thank you.
But don't you want a nice little cute animal that you can bring inside and cuddle with on the couch?
Why can't a gorilla come through here?
Silverback is like the size of this room, dude.
No.
It wouldn't even fit through the doorway.
It would fit through that door.
It would not.
And it's limber.
It wouldn't fit through that door. I don't think so. It's way too wide.
Yeah, it would just go sideways.
Have you ever seen one?
Yeah, at the zoo.
No, you haven't.
At a zoo.
I don't believe you.
I've been to multiple zoos where silverback gorillas. There's one in Disney.
Bro, those guys have some broad shoulders.
Bro, they're big, but they could just go sideways, and they're smart where they would do that.
You think so?
And I could jump on the back of a silverback gorilla and ride anywhere, and then who's gonna mess with me? I could do whatever I want, because they'd look at my boy, and I'm gonna name him after Tarzan. I'm gonna name him Kerchak. Me and Kerchak.
Come here, little Kerchak.
Me and Kerchak just chilling, you know. So, yeah, I would do a gorilla. The spider monkey is good because, like, you could just, like, same thing. Like, most humans are not gonna, like, a spider monkey is gonna kill most humans.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, remember that there was like I don't know if this is a spider monkey, but there was like a smaller monkey in Florida. Remember, and it just ripped that lady's face off. Like
yeah, I did hear.
If they want to, I bet they could just destroy you.
I feel like they're usually innocent little creatures, though.
Yeah, but I mean, like if it was your pet and you were just like, kill.
I think I would teach him how to use a gun.
There is videos.
I'd buy him his own little 9mm or something.
I've seen a video where like in the middle of like in the middle of like Asia, there was like a guy and this monkey like took the gun and started shooting it. So I'm sure they can learn.
Yeah, they're smart and they have thumbs. So.
And I also watched this documentary called Planet of the Apes, where at one point they took over the world. So I think they could use guns. They were like riding horses, so you know anything's possible.
In all actuality, I think they could do that, though.
I think so. Here's my theory. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I think when everybody's scared of AI, artificial intelligence.
I know what that is. Thank you.
People are scared of AI. I think that AI itself could do a lot of harm, but I think what's really going to happen is AI is going to like find a way to take over an animal and use that as like their bodies. So it's going to be like Planet of the Apes, but instead of like the actual ape, it's going to be the AI that's just controlling them. Because you ever heard of... So there's this thing that Elon Musk is...
Neuralink?
Neuralink.
Yeah.
Where
I'm familiar.
They put Neuralink in a monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're talking about monkeys here.
Mm-hmm.
And they played Pong with their brains.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
What stops the AI from controlling that monkey to do whatever it wants and using that as its body? Stronger? Faster, can climb things easily.
I don't necessarily disagree with that. The problem is that the Neuralink chip,
well, both.
Of both of those, the Neuralink chip would have to be in the Neuralink chimp, and then I think AI could do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think AI could. You say, okay, this chip goes in this chimp.
No.
I'm going to control it.
No, but like they're putting Neuralink chips in monkeys.
No, I know.
So then once one gets it, then it'll take over, and then he'll just be like, he'll start doing it himself, just kind of like Planet of the Apes. Caesar, the first chimpanzee that was infected everybody, and then it was the world.
Yeah, I get that. You know, Neuralink. I've actually done quite a bit of research on this.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I have, and
Tell me.
I think it's sick. My conclusion is that it's dope. No. I think it's awesome that if you listen to, like Elon does, they're like monthly updates on YouTube about Neuralink with one of the Neuralink like press people, whatever, communications people. And he talks frequently about how he thinks it's possible in the fairly near future to use Neuralink to help people that don't have control of their limbs regain control.
Yes, I think that part of it is good.
I agree, but past that is where...
But, like, normal people should not be getting these chips.
I agree, but it's going to happen.
Oh, people will.
Yeah, that's the trajectory we're on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've never really thought about it, but it doesn't seem like a good idea.
Yeah, and I just think, like I get it. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh, this guy should definitely get this to walk again. Because there could be, like, side effects that kill him or something. Who knows? We don't know.
But would you not get it if you
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it'd be inconsiderate of me to be like, oh, man, like, you're totally paralyzed. Like, maybe you think that your quality of life is so low, you'd rather try it and die. You know what I mean?
What would you do? You're in an unfortunate alternate universe, you can't walk. Elon Musk comes up to you tomorrow and he says, Jacob Michael, I have
Cody,
I have this chip I can put in your brain and it can make you walk again. I am 70% sure it'll work. The other 30% of me knows that it could give you some even worse disease or kill you or something like that. What would you do?
And I'm at my age right now.
Exactly how you are right now. The only
70,
thing is you
30?
can't... Yeah, like you have no function below your waist.
Just below my waist.
Yep. So you can, like, use a wheelchair and everything well.
If I was below my waist... If it was just below my waist, I would probably wait and see if anybody else does it, and then later in age maybe do it. If I was fully paralyzed from my neck down... then I'd probably try it.
I get that.
Because, I don't know, maybe it's just in the movies, but you watch movies about people like that, and they're like...
sad.
It's sad, they're depressed, they don't, like, there's this one movie about this guy who, like, wants to get, like, euthanized because of it, and it's just like, man, like... There's some people who, like, are positive, and, you know, I'd like to think that I'd be like that, but I feel like mentally it just, like, kills you. You know what I mean? Because you just can't do anything for yourself. Like, physically, you can't.
I totally agree. Even if I was just paralyzed from the waist down, I don't think I could live like that. I would definitely get the chip and take my chances. I'll be the first one. Because what is the quality of life? And I don't know, because I don't live like that. But
I think if you can use your arms and stuff, like, it's hard. Life's definitely harder, but there's definitely people who have good lives.
I just can't imagine it. I cannot imagine being happy like that. Yeah. Even with all the other great things in my life, I can't even think about it.
Yeah. I've known some people who have lived some pretty good lives. So I would say it would take me more than that. I just don't like it. I don't like the what is it? Implanting things into my body. It doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. I do get that.
Don't like it. I feel like it's just one of those things. Especially, I just feel like the government wants you to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. That's a thing.
So.
Another do or die here. You have, and I saw this on Facebook today, that's why it comes to mind. You have a par 3 in golf. I know we're all over the place, but you have a par 3. No wind, conditions are perfect. It is 115 yards to the pin.
Okay.
You have 24 hours. Say there's unlimited daylight in this 24-hour period where you can take as many shots as you want. You have to get a hole-in-one. If you get a hole-in-one, you get $5 million. And if you don't get a hole-in-one, you can never play golf again for the rest of your life.
5 million, you said?
5 million.
And you have to get a hole-in-one, and you have 24 hours?
Yes.
Oh, man. I don't think I'd do it.
Yeah. 5 million isn't quite enough. I love golf, man. I love golf.
It's true, and there's a similar one in basketball, but it's a little bit more extreme. There's one that everybody asked me in college, and it was, you have 10 chances to make one half-court shot.
Mm.
You make it, you get $100 million. $100 million.
Mm-hmm.
If you miss it, you go to prison for 20 years.
10 shots isn't many.
It's not. But, like, half-court shot for, like, myself is doable in 10 shots. Like, it's, like, I could do it pretty easily. I could probably hit 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Like, I've done it in the first try sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, in my head, I'm like, oh, man, like, 100 million? I got 10 shots at it? And then one of my friends found a loophole where it was like, okay, I'll just take the first 9, and then I just won't take the last one. And I'll just walk away.
Not allowed.
But then I was like, no. You have 1 hour to take these 10 shots. And at the end of the hour, if you don't make them, that's when you go to jail.
Mm.
And then he was like, I don't know, man. And then there was another added on, which was, or would you do the same thing with a layup? You make 10 grand if you make the layup, but you go to prison for 10 years if you miss it. And that doesn't seem like hard, but like, what if you accidentally miss the layup with that much pressure? Then you go to prison for 10 years.
And you have 10 shots?
No, you just get 1.
Oh, you just get 1? Oh, no
Yeah.
way. I'm not doing that. I can't make a layup.
But that's the thing, like, for myself, like, I can make a layup all day long.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, with that much pressure, and, like, what if I throw it perfectly and it just somehow, like, bounces off the rim and goes out? It's happened before. Not often, but it's happened. That's even if there was a 5% chance, that's a 5% chance you're going to prison for 10 years. It's 10 years of your life out the window.
That's a lot. I wouldn't recommend you do that. It's only 10 grand too. It's not like totally.
But it's like enough, like a layup. It's a layup.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's not like a free throw or a shot from far away. It's like you could walk right up to the rim and just put it in for 10 grand. You know what I mean?
Would you feel, and I think I know the answer to this, would you feel more comfortable taking that layup, or you have a 3-foot putt? Same situation.
Oh, the layup.
Yeah. You'd be shaking standing over that ball.
I'd choke the putts. I'd choke 3-foot putts when it has nothing on the line sometimes.
No, you're pretty good.
I can usually hit them, but there's times where if I'm going for a birdie, it's not going in.
At least you don't miss 4-foot eagle putts.
Yeah, that's tough.
Like me.
Mine was like a 7 or 8 footer, but I missed the eagle putt that day too.
See, that was a hard putt though. It was like it had like 5 feet of break, and mine was dead straight.
Yeah.
So.
It was, I mean, you can't be mad with a bird.
I was mad.
I know you were mad. You were very mad. Jess's dad was like, whoa, Jeff, you need to chill out.
For him to say that means a lot.
And when David Sr. says that, you know it's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that was tough.
Anyways.
Anything else on dying? Do we have anything else?
Let me think. No.
No? Okay.
Let's go to a more positive note, you know?
Okay.
Can't even think of anything.
I thought you had something in mind.
No, I actually do. So this past weekend, was chilling, hanging out.
Okay.
And it was my first weekend where I didn't have anything to do, really.
Mm-hmm.
Alyssa came home on Saturday night, but especially Saturday morning and afternoon. It was like the first weekend where I didn't have to go to a basketball tournament. Didn't have, like anything to do on the weekend. It wasn't at a wedding, wasn't at, anything important to do.
Mm.
And, I miss those days. I miss sleeping in and being like, oh man, I get to do whatever I want, And that's exactly what I did. Slept in a little bit. Got some Dunkin' Donuts. Why are you laughing at me?
Is that all you had to tell me?
Yeah. I just thought it was a positive day for me.
That's all. That's so wholesome. I appreciate that.
I'm just saying, sometimes you gotta take the little things, like a Saturday morning of nothing, and just appreciate it and be thankful on this day of thanks.
I get that. I've been trying to focus on small parts of my day that I really like waking up early in the morning.
Yeah.
Doing a Bible study and going to the gym. It's like my favorite time of the day.
Yeah, little things here and there, positive things that just get you through the day. You gotta be thankful for them. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Then there's the big things. Like, I see your socks here.
Oh, Dogecoin.
Got you those socks. For those of you listening, I made a small fortune. Very small.
$150,000. It was nothing.
Whoa. Don't tell you can't disclose the amount. This is live. No, I made a small fortune on a joke, which was a good thing to be thankful for.
Just thought of it. Yeah. The joke.
Well, I just remember, I don't know if the pod has ever heard this story, but I was working at a Putnam Science Academy. I'll say it.
A school.
I was going to say a school, but I work at Putnam Science Academy with my good friend Will. He doesn't listen, I don't think. Maybe he does. I don't know. But we did maintenance together, and I made a small fortune of $26,000 a year when I worked there, which was awful. But it's embarrassing to say, but it was a fun time. That's another thing. Do the things you love, even if you don't make enough money, because I had a good time.
So much advice.
Anyways. Was chilling, and so I had to mention how much money I made because this is how much of a joke I thought this was.
Yeah.
He tells me, he's like, we were both on the Robinhood app, and he was like, bro, you got to buy some Dogecoin. And I was like, man, that's like, what even is that? Like, is that like the meme, like Doge, like the? I mean, if you look at your socks, it's like much wow, like
it's a little Shih Tzu.
No, it's a Shiba Inu, man. Pretty close, not really, but it's like it's a meme and it's a cryptocurrency, and that's when like Bitcoin was like taking off, but like nothing else really was.
Yeah, it was early in the digital currency game.
It was early in the game. Not even Ethereum was like big. It was just Bitcoin, and so everybody was like buying in coins, but. Only like a few were like having some traction. Like I said, Ethereum and a few others were having a little bit, but not even much. But this was worth like Dogecoin was worth like 0.00007 cents. He's like, bro, just buy it, trust me. And I was like, nah, bro, that's dumb. And he was like, listen, just do like $50. And he's like, and like. Worst case scenario in like a month, if you need the $50, just like pull it out because it'll be worth like $47 or something like that.
Can't go much lower than
exactly. It's not gonna. He's like, it's not gonna go to zero because he had an and he's like, just do it. And he's like, I dare you to do it. And I was like, all right, whatever, I'll just do it.
Oh well, if you dare me, I dare you.
We talked about it all day because he was like so. Invested in this Dogecoin. So anyways, I got it, and a couple months go by, I totally forgot about it, and then I definitely totally forgot about it when I switched jobs and I started making more money, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna put some money into some stocks and try to build up, because I just started with the company, so I wasn't on their 401k or anything, so I was like, you know what, I'll put some money in the stock market, see if I can, grow my portfolio, finance guy, as I am. And so I moved I thought it was irresponsible to have all my stocks in this dumb app, Robinhood. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to open up an account. So I opened up an account with said place. I don't want to tell anybody. It's not public information. But I opened it up and I transferred all of them to that. But then this said place didn't have cryptocurrency. So I was like, oh, should I just sell the Doge? I think it was worth like $48 at the time, like all that I own, and I was like, whatever, I'll just let it sit. I don't need I don't need the money right now. But then I deleted the app. No idea. A year and a half later, I'm in this group chat with a bunch of friends from college, and randomly my friend who was like big on cryptocurrency, he like loved Ethereum, like his like PlayStation Network name was like buy Ethereum, like literally. Like we'd play COD and he would just see buy Ethereum or whatever. And he just loved it. So he was like, bro, like this is going up. And then like randomly one week he's like, dude, did you see the spike in Dogecoin? And everybody was like, oh man, I wish I would have bought. That was like worth nothing, blah blah. And I was like, it's like, oh man, I think I had that. And in my head I was like, oh, I probably made like double my money, like $100. Let's go. So I re-downloaded the Robinhood app, signed on, and looked, and it was at $7,000 from 50.
That's insane.
And I was like, what the heck? And then it was going up and up, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna ride to the moon, baby.
To the moon.
And then I remember this vividly. I was at Disney World. You guys were actually there.
Oh, this was the this
you
was
weren't
then.
you weren't with me at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
You guys were doing something else, but I was in Disney. I was actually, to be more precise, I remember the exact place. I was in Epcot in the World Showcase in England. Had just gotten some delicious fish and chips, and I was reading an article that someone sent me, and they're like, bro, it's going to go up even more tomorrow because Elon Musk is going on SNL.
Yep.
And it's going to go to the moon.
I remember that.
And you need to sell. And I was like, you know what? And I was like, you know what? I think it's going to crash because everybody's going to sell right at like the peak of it, and we won't know. And like the app might like freak out. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to sell it today. Sold all my share. Or I know, I think I sold like 75% of it. And it ended up being $11,000.
Wow.
And that was the highest it ever went when I sold it. I sold it at the peak.
It's insane.
It was my only really good finance crypto win. And yeah, went out on top.
It's too bad you have to pay tax on that.
Yeah, I definitely paid tax on that.
Yep.
If the IRS is listening, I definitely did. Anyways.
Yeah, I wish I was as wise as you, because I was like, Doge to the moon, baby, all the way up to $1. Yeah, $10. It'll get to $100.
74 cents was the peak, and that's when I sold it.
You hit it on the head. That's amazing.
It was the only thing. I tried the NBA Top Shot, which is like a, what do they call it? NFT. And I think I bought a pack of cards on there. It's like digital cards or moments. And I think I got one with like Darren Fox, and it was like a rare one. I bought the pack for $5, and I sold that one card for $50. And I made $50.
That's good. That's awesome.
But that was it. And then the other cards were worth like 7 cents or something like that. So I got lucky on that one, and then I was like, all right, I'm done with that. And I was going to buy NFTs, but then I heard like one of my friends like lost like an absurd amount of money on NFTs, and I was like, they didn't make sense to me anyway. Yeah. Like, because you didn't actually own anything and all this stuff, so. But that was my big win, and, you know, just Doge, man. Now I have a little Dogecoin, like a physical Dogecoin
that you bought with your Doge money.
That I bought for like $10 from some website in China.
Yeah.
And it's on my desk to remind me that I'm a crypto genius. Listen to all my. I'm gonna start a new podcast called The Doge King.
The Doge King.
And just follow me on there at The Doge King on Instagram.
You know, as amazing as your win was, there's people that have won way more money on Dogecoin. Like people that put in like tens of thousands of dollars and like multiplied it insanely to like 1 million and more.
It's true. And you know, as much as I won, there was times in my life where, like, I remember this in high school. I don't know if you remember, but Bitcoin was around when we were in high school. And
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and it was around, and you could buy it, and it was super cheap. And I remember, I forgot who told me about it. I think it was one of our friends from high school, Ben Rivers.
Oh, yep. Okay.
I'll give him a shout out. Shout out to, it might have been him or one of another friend that we. I remember someone told me while we were playing Halo about Bitcoin.
It's probably the top G, B Rivs.
Yeah, B Rivs. Someone told me, and I was like, and I thought about it, and I was like, I should just buy $5 worth, because whatever. Like, this is new. But in high school, I made, $7 an hour. Like,
Yeah, so $5 is kind of a lot of money.
Yeah, and especially I didn't have a credit card, so I'd have to like ask my mom, and just too much of a hassle. So I didn't do it. But I did the math, and I looked up the what it was worth when around that time. I don't know exactly what month it was or anything, but around that time in that year, and that $5 was going to be like $625K.
Really?
Yeah.
Man,
because it was worth at that time, it was like 0.000000002.
Yeah.
And like now at one point, now it's kind of low, but at one point it was like $50,000 per coin.
It got up even higher. It got up to like 80 grand, I think.
Yeah.
60 or 80.
So I think actually at one point it would have been like $1 million, but like right now it would, or like when I did this, it was worth like $600K.
Yeah, that's insane.
On $5, I could be sipping mojitos down in Aruba.
Hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah,
I
also am 20/20.
Eyesight? No, you're not. You're blind as a bat, and I know that.
Shut up! Don't tell these people this.
I know all your weaknesses, and I always tell them on the podcast.
Yeah, I know. Just tell everybody I have IBS and poor eyesight.
Yeah. It's all good. I wish I pulled out of Dogecoin like you did, but I held on and I still have some, and I ended up selling. I got it similar to you.
It's a fluke.
Yeah.
It's all a fluke because I bought in the new Shiba coin, and I think I bought the same thing. I was like, I'm just gonna buy $50, see what happens. And I actually haven't checked it in a while, but last time I looked, I think I was like down $20.
It's like gambling, I mean, it basically is gambling.
I love gambling.
Yeah, I remember it was so nice to like log into Robinhood and see like 11K. So I don't think I was quite as high as you. I was more like 8 or 9 at its peak, maybe a little bit more. But then I held on to it, and some of it I sold for at 8 cents.
Yeah.
Which I still made money, but it's sad. And I can never get any of the others right. Like I bought Polygon, that didn't work.
Yeah, it's all a fluke, and it just happens. Like the only reason I did it, like the only reason I made money is because I forgot about it. You just gotta forget about it, and then one day when it goes off, oh man, you remember.
Yeah.
What would you do? What would you do right now if, let's say, one of your investments just blew up and you made like $10 million? What would the first thing you do?
It's sad to me because I'm like, 10 million isn't even that much money. Like, what am I going to do with $10 million? Is the first thought.
10 million could go a ways.
Yeah, it can go a long way. I'd pay off our student loans, our cars.
So you think about that, you'd still have like 9.7 mil. 9.9.
Yeah, more like 9.9.
Yeah.
9.85. Now everyone knows how much debt I have. No, it's.
I know. I said a random number so that nobody would know, but you kind of made it a pretty accurate thing.
No, I would still have a lot. I would still have almost exactly, what I started with, and then so after that, I would buy a house. And then I would.
How much?
I don't know. I think $500,000.
Okay.
Is sufficient.
Yeah.
And I would buy it outright.
Yeah.
Interest rates are kind of high.
Yeah.
They're going up now. And then really I would take some and put it in a high yield savings account. So we had money to live off of if in case anything happened. The rest I would just invest.
Like how much?
In savings?
Yeah.
Probably... I don't know. Sometimes are there caps on savings account, like the high yield, the high interest savings accounts? I don't know what the caps are, but anywhere from 50 to 100,000, I think, is what I would put.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the cap would be like I think it's like millions.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have.
But also like
enough money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But.
What would you do?
I think I'd do something similar. I'd pay my debt off, and after the $5 million of that is gone, I owe a lot of money to a lot of sharks out there, if you know what I mean.
Sharks.
No, after I paid my debt off, I would definitely take half of it and put it in different, like, I don't think I'd put too much in the stock market because who knows what's going to happen.
Mm.
But I'd put it in some like bonds and different savings accounts.
Yeah.
In different places, you know, diversify my portfolio. Yeah, big finance guy. I told you guys. And then I would take the rest of it, and I think I would take. I think I'd take 1 million, and kind of like buy a house. With maybe like same thing, like 500,000 for the house, and then take the rest and like go on like this extravagant vacation with like my whole fam, and then I'd take the rest of the 4 million and like invest in like either like something that I was passionate, like maybe real estate, get some like Airbnbs going.
That's a good idea.
Some passive income, something that I can work on and have fun with.
Yeah.
Like maybe flip a house or something, but still make some money on it. So it's not like, because I think I'd be bored if I just quit my job and did nothing and just vacationed all the time. Plus, at some point, years from now, you'd run out of money. So you want to, even if you had the 5 million in a bank account, like gaining interest, you'd still run out at some point. So, you know what I mean?
Not if you took money from it. Not if you didn't take any money from it.
No, but I mean, like if you only had 4 million and I was just continually spending money.
Oh.
In years, that is gone, and then you have to dig into the other one.
Definitely,
or get a job. So I would do something that's like makes, money. I wouldn't like some people would be like, oh, it'd be seed money and I'd put it into this one company and Kickstarter and like become this like new tech giant or something, like, because the odds of that are like, and you got to work super, super hard. Whereas like if I'm just trying to like chill and enjoy my life, I would just do something, I like fixing things or like making something new. So I would buy an old house, flip it, sell it, make a little bit of profit, but that would be my job, is just like whenever I want. And then like after I flip it, okay, let's go to Bahamas. All right. You know what I mean?
I agree with that. I'd like to change my answer a little bit. Pay off the debt, buy the house, savings money, invest some. But I agree with you. I would get into a little bit of real estate. Like, I think commercial properties would be good in this area. Maybe multifamily stuff, maybe Airbnb. I don't know, and then maybe start a couple of other companies. There's some other things that I've always wanted to do, like business-wise, and I think, kind of explore some of that.
I'd invest some money to you.
Well, thank you.
In your new videography business.
Yeah, we talked about this actually.
We did.
Or the golf business there.
Yeah,
we could do
maybe
like
I would buy a golf course. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool.
Honestly, 10 million, you couldn't get anything too crazy, but you could get something decent.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Own a golf course. I've always wanted like a golf like training facility.
See, I would like to build something similar, but also have like a basketball court and some turf over here.
Indoor
stuff.
And
it's just like an indoor, like, it doesn't have to be huge, but like a complex that you can come and like train for any sport you're in. Because I think that'd be cool. And then I could just have like, and then I own it. So when everybody's not there, I can be like, yo, like basketball runs at my so-and-so place and just have fun with it too,
We've talked about this before, actually. Yeah, I would do the same deal. I love that. I think that's a cool idea.
Yeah. So that's,
Isn't this fun to dream about? It takes me away from reality a little bit too much.
Can't wait to go back to my 9 to 5.
Yeah, because then you think, I don't have $10 million. I need to pay these credit card bills somehow. There's debt.
Yeah, one day, we'll get there.
Yeah, one day. We'll see. Possibly.
We'll get there. Getting a call, it's whatever. no, don't need to worry about it. Yeah, I think
that's about it. Let's wrap it up.
You got anything else?
No, I think we're good. I have a couple things, but I want to save them for next time.
Oh,
so let's wrap it up.
Ooh, well, let's wrap it up. And happy Thanksgiving to our fans. We're thankful for you. We didn't say that earlier. Oh, maybe we did.
Definitely thankful for you.
But we are thankful for each and every one of you. If I could name you by name, I would right now.
I know exactly who each and every one of you are.
Yep.
And I'll be thinking about you.
We know where you live. And, yeah.
What device you listen on.
That's true.
No, that's
it's
just a
all
joke.
in the analytics.
That's actually a joke. No need to freak anybody out. I have no idea who's listening, really, unless you've told me that you listen.
Yeah. Exactly.
Give us a follow. How I Met My Brother Pod on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Subscribe, please.
It's
rate.
all in the bio. Check it out.
Yep.
Finish. Go ahead. Sorry. I interrupted you.
Yeah, you did. You've been doing that a lot. It's fine, though.